Okay, this one's kind of for me, actually, now I think about it. Bill Marshall, howdy, Bill, said, besides Samhain and Hogmanay, what other Celtic holidays or seasonal celebrations are there? What's their focus? Is there one for spring? So, yes. Now, Hogmanay, to be specific, is a Scottish celebration. It is not found really quite in well, not at all, in the other Celtic nations. Basically, that's a result of kind of the Norse influence, as well as the history of the Protestant church in Scotland. Link to the video here on that. But yeah, I mean, first of all, a lot of Easter celebrations are very universal across the British Isles. Some of the traditions go back way, way, way back. Some of them are imported back to Europe from America. For instance, like for Easter, you do have a tradition of dyeing and decorating eggs, which was both a pagan thing and also a Christian thing. Both scenes had it since very early on, actually, just with different symbolism. And so you'll have egg rolling in Scotland, where they do that.
Those came from China.
What?
Egg rolls.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Move this man!
I hate you.
I'm Daisy if I do.
Get out. Get out.
Yes. You're in timeout, mister. And then, but they also have other weird, more specific things. Like there's one custom in Ireland where, as part of Easter and the end of Lent, butchers will have a funeral for a herring.
That's adorable.
The herring procession, which is basically because you've been stuck eating fish for so long during Lent that they're kind of symbolically putting an end to the suffering.
Okay, I get it.
They'll have a parade and a mock funeral for a fish.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it.
I know, right? I mean, only in Ireland. And then in Wales, there's a custom where kids will go around and what they call it clapping for eggs, where they'll basically take a wooden implement or even just a spoon and knock on somebody's door, and you're supposed to give them an egg as a treat, as a symbolic treat. From the non-Christian side of things, there are two main Celtic fire festivals, as they're called. Samhain is the one in the fall, and Beltane is the springtime one. So you have Samhain is basically end of the harvest season, and it's moving from light into darkness. So it's a time when you start thinking about interior things. You start thinking about family and the dead who have passed on, and love of your ancestors and all that thing, and just kind of hunkering down and getting cozy. But you celebrate with fire, and there's a whole lot of customs I won't get into. Beltane is kind of the opposite. It's the beginning of the season of light, so you're lighting fires to celebrate the return of the sun. You may have heard of the tradition at Beltane of like jumping over a fire. It's supposed to be a ritual purification fertility custom.
Not if you land wrong.
Well, you don't land wrong. That never happens
Fair.
anyway. It's never happened to me, I'll say.
Fair.
Having done it in a kilt, yes. Those are the two main Celtic ones. You also have an influence from Europe and from Anglo-Saxon England with Easter, which is Iostre or Ostara. In fact, there was a month which was entirely dedicated to it, which is Iostre Montre, which was, I'm mispronouncing it horribly, but it's basically the time period of the spring and dedicated to the spring dawn goddess Iostre, which is where our name for the holiday Easter actually comes from. So yes, there is it, and a lot of the customs are actually exactly what you're used to already doing. It's just a question of what meaning you're imbuing it with. But Beltane is a huge excuse for a party. It is now a big excuse for festivals in Ireland, secular as well as pagan. So life is worth living is the basic message.
Fair.
And the other big Celtic holiday really is Lammas, which is both pagan and Christian. But that's not what you asked about, so I'll stop there.
I'll keep my dad llamas joke to myself on that one. You're welcome.
It
You're
means
welcome.
loaf mass. It's celebration of harvest.
It's not celebrating llamas.
No,
No.
it's a mass dedicated to the fact that you're finally able to make bread.
I thought you just...
Loaf mass, llamas.
I was going to go shaving llamas that day. Yes, indeed. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Remember, if you want to support the channel, we would appreciate it greatly if you'd head over to usakilts.com and check out all the Highland wear that we have to offer.